Am I right? The 12 or
Yes, Rinpoche.
day 12, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. So today, maybe the session will be a little bit different than the last time. Okay. Today, what will we do is up till now, whatever you studied, so we will whatever you study, so that you have to practice. Okay, practice means you have to meditate. Okay, meditate is the first thing. Is that the meditate is that the first today's session will do like a meditation session. So that's why you can have some experience, and I will guide you, and then you can improve your meditation practice. So this time, what you have to do is that first of 5 minutes. Okay, first of 5 minutes you just have to focus. Okay, focus means that you just have to concentrate. Okay, what you have to concentrate in the first of 5 minutes, you just have to concentrate on you have to close your eyes and just concentrate on my voice. Okay, I will recite some of the prayer. So you just have to close your eyes and focus on my voice. This is the very easy, okay? Because something is what you hear, it's much easier, okay, to concentrate. Am I clear? The level 1, okay, then we'll go to level 2, level 3, okay? This is the first level 1. I think that you will pass, okay? So do you have a mala? Do you have a mala or? Okay. If you have the mala, what you have to do is when you're focusing on my voice, whenever you realize that you get distracted, that you have to pull 1, okay, count 1. And whenever you're focusing on my voice, you get distracted and count 2 like this, okay? 2, 3. Am I clear? If you don't have the mala, what you can do is you can write on the paper, okay? If you don't have the mala, you can write on the paper, okay? Okay, whenever you're focusing on my voice and whenever you realize that you get fully distracted, okay, fully distracted and you're thinking something else and you just lost that focus, then you count 1. When you lost the focus, then count 2. Okay, 2 times, 3 times, okay? Am I clear? If you don't have the mala, just you write on the paper. Okay, this is the level 1, okay, very easy, okay? This is the level 1. We'll start from level 1, level 2, okay? So this is level 1. Am I clear? Okay, now we'll start. Okay. Okay, just 1 second. Before I start, I want to make sure. I want to make sure that okay, make sure that within 5 minutes, how many distraction comes to you. Okay, this is I don't think it will come that much distraction. Okay, so ready, no? So now you just have to close your eyes and can you all hear my voice? Can you all hear me? Hear me, no? Okay, so now close your eyes and just focus on my voice. Okay, I'm reading some of the texts. Okay, Pangaparamita Sutra. While I'm reading it, and you just have to focus. When you cannot focus and when you get distracted, then count 1, 2 like that. Okay. Okay. Am I clear? No. Okay. Then we'll start. Okay. If you have the mala, use the mala like this counting. If you don't have the mala, just write on the paper or like that. Okay. Okay. We'll start. Okay. Okay. Great. Shiraji Pura Jumana Water, Kamja, Chamban, Yellow, water, water, then other thing about the other, the point of the unit, say, any what the Banya or Shamba. Put the mention of Shiraji Pura, no gentleman, no Jojan, no Chara, the nothing in your children, major chill, how was you there? The Tonya saying you want to saying you want to do the saying you want to do then on JP Coach the mention. The name on you with another you don't bother. Send you watch and what doesn't you know what you say major become what you want to make there's another language of the word you want to put the Dodger saying you want to they don't want to show the major become you want to none of the major border cho nên xong mà chỗ này chỗ này hết giờ nó một chỗ nào như một chỗ nhẹ để cho tôi để cái có chỗ có thể cho nên xem mà chỗ nhỏ xong hết giờ như một chỗ cho tôi cũng như một cho tôi mà 싫어 이거 저번에 저번에 그냥 되게 나와 가지고 저는 이거 근데 뭐 저는 이제 너무 이제 저는 좀 내가 되게 이제 좀 되게 알아야 되나 나냐 싫어 이거 그래서 뭐 너무 전 나냐 내가 뭐도 나라 이제 다 그게 또 너무 그래서 대제 저는 뭐 나나 이제 가서 주는 거 이제 뭐 저는 뭐 나나 가서 이제 또 뭐도 이제 가서 내가 또 가서 하지 뭐 나나 가서 하나님 뭐도 좀 이제 저는 뭐 저를 뭐 가서 싫어 이거 또 이제 뭐 싫어 이제 뭐 저 가서 대신 이제 좀 저는 뭐 저는 뭐 나 신경이 와체 뭐 저 되게 저 어제 저 너무 심한 저 매도 뭐 저는 나와 뭐 가지고 뭐 간단하게 뭐 가지고 되도 좀 되는 어제 뭐 거기는 이제 저 저도 가서 뭐 되는 뭐 하게 되지 전혀 소고는 손님을 싸움을 해서 요요요 뭐 저도 내가 가지고 저도 이제 이제 매일 뭐 버려거든요. 노동의 용어로 제주보다 좀 저러고도 이제 돈 셈마도 뭐 좀 그냥 그런 추죠. pombarra 추죠. pombarra 도 되는데 야도 별에 너무 어제 다자 텐더베다 아자 텐더 다자데 안다 다자데 바베도 메데 버지 버지로 소지 좀 되네 좀 되서 나도 저는 좀 되더라 좀 뭐는 뭐 하나 되는 거 되지로도 좀 되더라 너무 저 뭐 좀 되다 야마다 가지고 근데 제가 더 하죠 이제 뭐 저는 이제 어제 그런 저 제가 싫어지 그래서 저도 좀 그러지 그래서 시에 좀 좀 그 뭐jel레 벌써 뭐 쳐야 되는데 오래도 좀 싫어지 그래서 좀 자주 좀 사제 좀 되네 저는 한번 뭐도 예전에 좀 그래 가게 좀 담배 쳐야 되지 나 대신에도 조금 대신 시험만에도 이제 저런 그때 감제라 가져야 저도 매매 저는 되게 저서 뭐 저는 뭐 저는 말아줘 되게 좀 내가 좀 뭐지 뭐 싫어지 버려도 저도 이거 그러잖아 이번 시절에 뭐 싫어져 뭐 이제 뭐 나는 저도 저희는 좀 싫어지 맞아 저 버려도 좀 이제 뭐는 뭐 보면은 하는 저 보면 싫어지 버려도 제가 예매를 저런 뭐 얘도 뭐 내가 근데 싫어하지 말아요. 이거는 너무 근데 하나는 싫어하지 말아요. 싫어하지 말아요. 다시 이거는 좀 줘서 좀 내내 좀 싫어하지 말아요. 좀 내내 싫어하지 말아요. 소리 뭐 내가 저 가지고 저는 뭐냐. 내가 주면은 한 해야지 나. 좀 하나는 나는 좀 대지 처시나 대지 저는 좀 소라도 좀 그래서 좀 먼저 대지 셔나 좀 뭐는 좀 되는 소나 좀 뭐 대지로 좀 맞아 너무 좀 대제대로 좀 넘으로 제가 너무 좀 대제대로 좀 너무 좀 맞는데 싫어하지 버려도 좀 되게 모두 전에 너무 좀 되는 싫어하지 버려도 좀 그래서 뭐 되게 좀 어느 좀 싫어하지 버려도 좀 볼까 뭐 얘는 대제 싫어하지 너무 소 너무 좀 저거 너무 좀 대제도 좀 너무 좀 되나 너무 싫어 너무 좀 너무 저도 한한 너무 싫어 너무 다 okay. Now, okay. Now just look at okay how many times you get distracted. Can you just your wrist or your arm who get distracted more than the 5 times? Okay, that means okay more than 5 times, isn't it? Okay, okay, okay. So now the we'll do one thing. Okay, now this is the quite easy. So now we'll go a little bit more difficult. Okay, now the what you have to do is because this time that you're just focusing on my voice that you can hear by your ear, so it will a little bit easier to meditate. Now the what you have to do is that okay, okay. Now the what you have to do is one thing. What you have to do is here you just focus on your breath. Okay, inhale or exhale the breath. Okay, this will be a little bit more difficult. Okay, now there won't be any voice. Okay, very silence, close your eyes, and when you focus on your breath, when you feel like you are getting distracted, then inhale or exhale, breathe a little bit deeply. Okay, just focus, okay, on your breath. Okay, when you feel like you are getting distracted, just inhale or exhale the breath a little bit more deeply. Am I clear? Okay, I will leave the 5 minutes. Okay, so again, that count. Okay, when you get distracted, count one. When you get distracted, count two. Okay, I think that this time you will get more, you will get distracted more than earlier. Okay, am I clear? Okay, now we'll have 5 minutes. Okay, I'll this time that how many the this first session that how many times you get distracted, you just write it down or you keep in your mind. Okay, now we'll go to the level 2. Okay, just on your breath. Okay, I will not read anything. Okay, I will keep silence, and okay, you just have to meditate on your breath. Okay, and when you realize that you get distracted, when you're aware that you get distracted, count one. When you're aware that, and then count two. Okay, that's what you have to do. Am I clear? Hmm? Okay, when you okay, that's what you have to do. And if you okay, if you feel like a very difficult to concentrate, then inhale or exhale breath a little bit more deeply. Okay, then it will help you to bring your focus back, right, on your breath. Okay, okay, okay. Now we'll go on. Okay, okay, we'll start. Are you ready? Okay, we'll start. Okay. Mhm. Okay. Now, in this two session, do you see the differences? The later, do you feel that the focusing on your breath seems it's do you feel like it seems more difficult? Do you feel that or hmm? Or same or hmm? In the first session you got more distracted or second session you got more distracted? Hmm? Okay. Can you raise your arm who get distracted on the more in the first session? Okay, you can just say, okay, if you get the first session more distracted, then you, okay. Just show me one, okay, just, okay, do one thing. If you the first session, if you get more distracted, just show me one finger. If you distracted more in the second session, just show me the two finger, okay? Okay, two, okay. Quite, I mean, normally, okay. So, two more, two, okay. So, yeah. Normally, if you look at that, the second will be a little bit more difficult. Okay, generally, if you do it a few times, you will know that the second will be a little bit more difficult because this time that you just have to focus. And earlier that you are hearing something, so that will be a little bit more easier. But anyway, this is now the second label. Okay, now that we will go to the third label, it will be a little bit more difficult. Okay, third label is what you have to do is you have to visualize something right now that you just focus on your breath. No, now the third label that you just try to meditate on the focus on the something like a front of you, like a buddha or the anything. So okay, if you are not very familiar with the buddha the statue, then you can just meditate on the apple or orange or whatever, okay, fruits. Okay, so if you're familiar with the buddha statue, buddha do whatever that you're familiar. Okay, otherwise you can meditate on the fruits, okay, apples or the orange or whatever. Okay, so just for the 5 minutes. Okay, most important thing is that this time the most important thing is this time the meditation you are learning not to how to focus. You are just learning to realizing that the distraction. Okay, that's the most important thing here. The first thing is that don't just try to put the efforts on the just focus. Okay, you this time that you have to put the more your focus on the awareness of the realizing that when you get distracted, the awareness is a very important. Okay, to aware that when you get distracted this time. Okay, in this 5 minutes, am I clear? Once you generated the awareness that whenever you get distracted, when you be aware of it, then your meditation will go very well. Okay, lots of people, they're just trying to build up the power of the concentration, and they just more try to they just put all their effort to focus. Okay, no, here the more you put your effort to generate the awareness. Am I clear? Am I clear? That is the one secret of the meditation technique. Okay, so that's why now I'll leave the 5 minutes, and this time, okay, use the mala. Okay, whenever you get distracted, count one. Whenever you distracted, the count two. Like this way, you have to do. Okay, am I clear? This time, in the 5 minutes, learn to how to generate the awareness. Okay, to aware that when you get distracted. Okay, aware that. Okay, lots of the meditator, I mean the people, when they say they are meditating, actually they are not meditating. I always tell them, you're not meditating, you're just sitting and closing your eye. That's all. And the 10 minutes they sit and close their eye, more than 6 7 minutes they sit, they will get distracted. They will think a lot of the thoughts will comes in their mind. Yeah, so okay, so now the here, okay, 5 minutes. Okay, focus on Buddha's the statue or orange or apple or whatever. Okay, focus on the meditate or visualize that, and whenever suddenly your mind shift from the your object, what you're meditating, then just count one. That means you got distracted. Okay, am I clear? Very clear, no? Okay, if you're very clear, then you can go on that. Okay, now I'll leave for the, yeah, okay, 5 minutes. Okay. 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 So now, can you all hear me? Okay. So now, one thing that I want to know that this time when you are meditating, so how many times you feel that you got distracted? So I mean, when you are focusing on the object, okay? So did you get distracted more than 10 times or less than 10 times? Hello? Okay, can you hear me well? Okay. Hmm? Okay, can you write down? Okay. I want to know that whether you get distracted less than 10 times or okay. Okay. I just left around the 5 minutes, okay? 5 minutes and in the within a 5 minute, okay, things like that, okay? Normally right now in your stage right now, the beginner stage, at least they should be at least I can't say that you should have it, but you will get distracted once in the 1 minute, okay? You will not able to go 1 minute without get distracted, okay? Normally for the beginners, okay, that will be okay. Maybe sometimes go to 3, minimum 1, maximum it go 3 to 5, okay? So now if you're saying the less than the 10 times, less than the distraction is less than 10 times is very good, okay? Very good within 5 minutes, very good, okay? Very good. And the one thing I want to make sure that sometimes it may happen that you get distracted or you will be not aware that you get distracted, okay? That is a very risky part, okay? That is so that's why I told you you should develop the awareness. Your awareness should be the very strong, and it should be very strong that whenever you get distracted, you should know it immediately that you get distracted, to 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 make sure that you will be aware that whenever you get distracted, that what you have to do, you have to build up the very strong the power of the awareness, okay? Am I clear? So that's why you're sure, no, when you counted very well, no, whenever you get distracted, you immediately did you realize it? Any questions? Yeah, okay, go on. Cannot hear you. Hmm? Oh, I cannot hear you. Mike Cano, isn't it? Sandy, can you hear him? Huh? Sandy, okay. Can you all hear me?
Yes,
okay.
Rinpoche.
Okay, good. Okay. Now define the distraction is okay. Distraction is okay. Distraction is that when you're meditating like on an orange or apple, okay, whatever you're meditating, and suddenly you started to think other than the apple, that we call the distraction, okay? They are the two kind of the distraction. One is when you're focusing on the apple, one side of the mind thinks about the house or car, but the one side of the mind still you're thinking an apple. That we call the partial distraction. One we call the partial distraction, as one is a full distraction. Full distraction means that you just when you're meditating on the apple and suddenly you started to think about a house or car and that you lost the object. You lost the object, that we call the full distraction, okay? Right now here you have to look the full distraction, okay? Full distraction when you're focusing on apple, suddenly you think about something about house and you forget that the apple. So that means that you got the fully distracted. So that's you should be aware that, okay, whenever you develop, sometimes that it will take the few seconds to realize, or few seconds it will to be aware that you have distracted few seconds, okay? Normally it take 5 to 10 seconds, okay? Normally if you within less than the 5 seconds you can develop, you'll be aware that you get distracted, I will say you are a very good meditator, okay? At least it will take the more than 5 to 10 seconds, okay? And if you cannot generate the awareness, if you get distracted more than 10 seconds, and if you generate the awareness that you get distracted, that is the very beginner level, okay? At least better than the not generating the awareness, okay? That is better than not generating the awareness. Am I clear? Okay. So now the most important thing is to become the good meditators, that what you have to be the very strong awareness is a very important, okay? Whenever you get distracted, be aware that you get distracted, okay? That is awareness a very, very important, okay? Am I clear? So now the thing is that, okay, now I will tell you the one thing. When you eat the food, you should be aware that the taste of the food, okay? Because when you get distracted, you cannot generate the awareness. Why you cannot generate the awareness? Because you are not living in the present. Mainly reason is that when you live in the present, when you are aware that what's happening in the present, then whenever you get distracted, whatever thoughts comes in your mind, immediately you will be aware that. Now when you eat the food, so when you have to aware that and the focus or aware that the taste of the food, how it tastes. Am I clear? So itself make the big difference when you're eating the food, and when you focus on the food, taste of the food, when you swallow the food and the focus on the food, how it enters into your body. If you focus on that, even that can affect a lot of the food process in our body. It's the food process. Sometimes that it's a very interesting thing is that you can do the okay. You can do the one research the yourself. Okay, you can do research. But you can do the analysis. Okay, one time you just when you eat the food and with the full focus eat the food for the few days you just eat the food without distract. Okay, see that how it make the difference on your body. Okay, if you see that you can feel that the differences. If you more you focus and eat the food or drink more you focus, you will feel that the foods and the digest and you can digest them much better, and you can see the effects on your body. Okay, so that's why what you have to do is, okay, now the awareness, okay, that should be awareness. Okay, so now I want to just wondering that when you are focusing on the third session, no, when you are focusing on the apple or the fruits, yeah, okay, if you are how long it take you to aware that you got distracted? Within a few seconds, or it took some time? Hmm? That you just make the records. Okay, you just make the records. Okay, immediately few seconds, very good. Okay, that means a very good. You're the immediate a few seconds. Okay, very good, very good. That's a very good. Okay, that's a very good. Now this you have to this if you immediately very good, and what you have to do is that now you should be aware that whatever happenings with you, okay, you should be aware. Now even when you eat the food and just focus and aware that how the food. Yes, when you drink the water, aware that you are drinking that water. Okay, this is more like to helps you to live in the present. Okay, to live in the present, and also now you will see the same thing whenever you develop the sadness or the stress. Aware that you have developed the sadness, aware that you developed the stress. Okay, you should be aware that right now whenever you feel sad or like that, you are not aware that you have developed the sadness. You will just only feel the sadness, and then what will you do? More you will think those things that which creates the sadness, which makes you unhappy. You will think that, then you will go on a calculation, then you will calculate, oh, this may happen, that may happen, or they did this to me, they did that to me. Then you will go on the lots of the calculation related with the futures, or you will something the unnecessary, you will think too much about the past. That is what happens. Am I clear? So this is today mainly I'm just want to use the develop the awareness. Okay. Okay. Now the second now the second practice, now the second session of the meditation is what you have to do is that, okay. Now that is a when now the what you have to do is that, okay. Now I will leave for the 3 minutes. Okay. 3 minutes that just close your eyes and whatever thought comes, let it come. Okay. 3 minutes. Okay. You don't have to do anything, okay? Just close your eyes and sit there, okay? Just close your 3 minutes. I will just, am I clear? Hmm? Okay, 3 minutes, you have to do nothing. Okay, just close your eyes and sit there. Okay, 3 minutes. Okay, okay, okay. Now the what you have to do is I will leave for the 2 minutes. Now what you have to do is look back in this 3 minutes. What kind of the thoughts comes in your mind? Just remember, okay, what the first thought came, what the second thought, what the third thought. Okay, just look back in this 3 minute. What thoughts came into your mind? Okay, the first, second thought. Okay, just look it back. Okay, am I clear what you have to do? Hmm. Okay, because the lots of times a lot of thoughts comes in our mind, but when you sometimes we're trying to remember, you don't remember it. Why you don't remember it? Mainly because the you have to focus is too much on the things, too much on the future. No? We live in too much in the future, so that's why the sometimes you feel like you all have the weak memory. Actually, you don't have the weak memory. Actually, you're not using your memory. So you're not using it. You're not practicing to the remembering the things. So that's why you forget a lot of things because we think too much on the future. So that's why in this in the 2 minutes meditation, you have to look back and the 3 minutes, what kind of thoughts comes in your mind. Okay, first what came, second what came, third what came. Am I clear? Hmm? Am I clear what you have to do? Hmm? Okay, you will do that. I'll leave for 1 minute. Okay. Hmm. Okay, thank you. So can you remember that what kind of thoughts comes before in the 3 minutes? Can you remember? No, okay, quite good. Okay. Then you can remember what the first thought and the second thought and third thought. Yeah, very good. Okay. So now what you have to do is that this week you just carry on the practice today what I teach you. Okay. First you just focus on your brand and try to meditate on that apples or things. Then just keep the few minutes by the lot of the thoughts comes, then look back or whatever the thoughts comes in your mind. Okay, just carry on this for this week. Okay, this week the carry on this meditation. Okay, so most important thing is that this week that you have to learn how to develop the awareness. Okay, whenever you meditate and whenever you get distracted, be aware, develop the awareness. Okay, and the 5 minutes when you're meditating on the apples, more you just develop the focus on the developing, generating the awareness. Okay, when you get distracted, when you have a very strong the awareness, so then all the meditation will go very easy. Okay, so that's what you have to do. Am I clear? Okay, then okay, then today I will stop here. Okay, today I will stop here. Tomorrow I have to get up a little bit early, so today I will stop the class few minutes. A few minutes early. Okay, so I always tell the people that I may start the class late, but I will stop class always on time, sometime a little bit early. Okay. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, and see you.